Happy learning to all. In this video, we are going to discuss introduction about HTML, HTML, HTML intro. First, we should know the abbreviation. What is HTML? What do you mean by HTML? So HTML means hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. In this, each term, first we should understand the meaning of each terms in HTML. What do you mean by language here? Language means computer language. Computer language. Then markup. What do you mean by markup? Markup means we are going to perform some formatting. Formatting on text document. Formatting on documents. Then hypertext. What do you mean by hypertext? Text within text. Text within text. Okay. So hypertext markup language. This language is widely used to write web pages, to develop, to design, or to write web page. Okay. Web pages. So basically, we are using this HTML for web page design, to write web page. So HTML was developed with the intention of doing some formatting for the document to facilitate the sharing of scientific information between researchers in earlier days. When it was developed, HTML was developed mainly focusing on researchers for sharing document with the structured way. Nowadays, HTML is widely used to format web pages, mainly used for formatting web pages. So here, we know markup language. Markup language in the sense it's a computer language that is used to apply layout and formatting to the text document. So here, HTML document. What do you mean by HTML document? So generally documents in the sense it is made up of many pages. Document is nothing but many pages. Collection of documents. Documents in the sense many pages. Here pages in the sense many web pages. So we call it as website. Website. Website in the sense collection of web pages. Collection of web pages. Each web page will consider it as document. So each page we will consider it as document. Then web pages in the sense website in the sense collection of web pages. So HTML documents. So HTML documents in the sense here we are going to create HTML documents is made up of HTML tags. So made up of HTML tags. So what do you mean by HTML tags? This is the basic building block. This is basic building blocks. Basic building block of HTML document. So whenever we are going to create any web page, so we have to make use of HTML tags. It's a collection of HTML tags. So what is the basic structure of HTML? So basic structure of HTML. So what is the basic structure of HTML? Before we go into the structure of HTML, we should understand some technical terms related to this HTML. So what are all the terms? That is web browser, URL, then editor. These are all some of the terms with respect to HTML while running that particular document. We need web browser, then we need the address that where that particular program stored, then editor. To create and modify that particular program, we need editor. So what is the basic structure of HTML? So basic structure in the sense, it will start with HTML tag. Here HTML document is made up of HTML tags, collection of HTML tags. So how will you define a tag? How will you define HTML tag? To define a HTML tag, open angular bracket, then we have to specify the tag and close the angular bracket. So here, this one is we call it as opening tag. Then each tag, it has corresponding closing tag. So how will you define closing tag? While starting, you have to use slash. So HTML is the opening tag and closing tag, you have to include slash at the beginning. This is closing tag. In HTML, all of the tags, it has corresponding closing tag, opening tag as well as closing tag, except one or two tags like BR tag, that is break line. These some of the tags don't have closing tag, but mostly all the tags, it has opening as well as closing tag. So HTML tag, opening and closing tag. So now what is the structure of HTML? It will start with document type. So doc type HTML, because what is the type of document? While writing a HTML program, the first line should be the document type. So document type in the sense, what kind of document we are going to create. Here we are going to create HTML document. Okay. So it will start with exclamatory symbol, doc type space HTML. Then everything, whatever we are going to write, all those things should be inside HTML tag. This is starting tag. This is ending tag. So starting and ending tag. Inside HTML, we have head tag, opening tag and closing tag, then body tag. Body and head tag should be enclosed within HTML tag. But doc type should be outside the HTML tag. Except doc type, everything should be inside HTML tag, opening and closing tag. What do you mean by, there are two sections are there. One is head section, another one is body section. In HTML, the first one is head section, and the second one is body section. So what do you mean by head section? In the head section, we are going to specify metadata, meta information. What do you mean by meta information? Meta information in the sense, It will give you the information about the document, then who created, then address, everything will be inside head section. So information about the document. Then title also will be in the head section. Title, then body section. So what do you mean by body section? All the content, whatever information we are going to display on the page or web page, on the website, it should be inside body section. All the information, content, okay, all the content, whatever information we are going to display, that should be inside body section. So here head section, I am going to include title. Okay, I am going to include title tag. Title tag to display the title of the web page. So here inside opening and closing tag, inside opening and closing tag, content should be inside opening and closing tag, in between opening and closing tag. What is the title of this page? Sample web page. Sample web page. Okay, this is the title of the page. Now what I am going to do, I am going to display heading. In HTML, we have several tags related to heading. Related to heading in the sense, here I have head section. So H1 tag is there, opening and closing tag, H1 tag. We have 6 tags for heading. H2 tag is available. Okay, H2 tag. So I am going to define, I am going to include heading. So to include heading, first heading is, what is that first heading? Heading is, I am going to give welcome. Welcome. Then second heading is good morning. Good morning. So I have included 2 messages inside body section. Now what we are going to do, I am going to create one simple program using Notepad is the simple editor. Notepad is a simple editor. So what I am going to do, here I am going to create one simple HTML program. So to create HTML program, doc type, exclamatory symbol, doc type HTML. Okay, doc type HTML. Everything should be inside HTML tag, opening tag and closing tag. In between, we should have head section, then next is body section. Next is body section. 2 sections are there. All the meta information will be inside head section. Then content of the web page should be included inside body section. Now I am going to include title of the web page. Title should be inside head section. Title is also a tag. All the tags should be inside. This is welcome or first web page. This is the title. Okay, title. Then inside body section, I am going to include heading H1. There are 6 heading in HTML, H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, up to H6. So here I am going to give welcome message. Welcome. Then one more, H2. Happy learning. Pillani H2. Then I can define one more H6, H2, H3, H4, then H6, then H6, goodbye. H6. Okay. Now what I am going to do, this is my first program. I have created simple HTML with head section and body section. Head has title and body has that content. I am going to display some heading. So we have a predefined tag called H1, H2, H6. So many tags are available. The editor, simple editor, I am using Notepad as a simple editor in Windows operating system. You have to go to file and save. I am going to save this in D drive with name HTML, first HTML program. So whenever we are storing this file, the file with extension .html, we should not forget to give .html. Why? Because we are using text Notepad as editor. So whenever we are saving some information in the Notepad, it will store that file with extension .txt. You see here that .txt, it will store that file with extension .txt. But here we are creating HTML program. Whenever we are creating HTML program, the program with extension .html. So while specifying file name, you have to specify .html as extension. Then save. To give save. Now if you see here, this is first HTML. Now I'm going to open this file. I have stored this file in D drive. So this is first. If you see at the end, first HTML, just right click on this, then open with Notepad. Here, this HTML program, we are using this HTML. So HTML program, we have created one simple program, extension .html. File name is first HTML. I have stored that file in D drive. That is the path URL. URL means Uniform Resource Locator. Whenever we are clicking on that particular information, this web browser, what is the use of web browser? Web browser is used to translate HTML file, HTML document. It will display the content on the web page. So web browser, then application. We have different web browsers are available, like Google Chrome is available, then Opera, then Internet Explorer. So many browsers are available. So HTML will make use of that browser to display the content. So here, if I open here, then just double click on this file. This is the web browser. This is the web browser, Microsoft Edge. I'm using Microsoft Edge. See, if you want to use some other browser, Google Chrome or Firefox, you can make use of those browser to display the content. So HTML web browser is used to translate HTML document. Okay, it will not display the tag. It will translate the content and it display the message. If you look into this program, simple program, here document type, what kind of document we are using? HTML. Then HTML tag, starting tag, this is called root tag. HTML starting and ending tag. Inside that we have two section, head section and body section. Title I have mentioned. So here, if you see here, first web page, this is title of the page. It is displayed on the browser window. This is title. Title is displayed. When you come here, this is the path, D drive, first html.html. This is the program name. Here you have to specify the URL. This is web browser. Here we have to specify the URL. It will translate that HTML file, that corresponding content. I have used three headings, H1, H2 and H3. So H1 means it has bigger font. It will display the content, some default font size. H1 comparing to H1, H2 is lesser font. Then H6 is lower font. Goodbye is in smaller font. This is the simple web page. Then when we consider HTML, there are so many versions are there in HTML. Okay, versions. There are so many versions. HTML 1.0, HTML 1.0, then 2.0, 2.0, then 3.2, 3.2, then 4.01, and the current version is HTML5. The current version is HTML5. Then what are the features of HTML? Features of HTML. What are the features of HTML? It is very easy and simple language. We have already created one simple program. It's very easy and simple. So the first point is easy and simple. Then next, what is the next? We can easily create effective web page with the help of HTML. So effective presentation. We can give effective presentation. That is look and feel. It is markup language. It's a markup language. HTML is a hypertext markup language. So hypertext markup language, we can add link between web pages. We can add link between web pages. So it will give you link. You can link one page with another page. Website in the sense, it's a collection of web pages. If you go here, see, if you open here, just I am opening www.google.com. So this is called link. Okay, this is called link. So you can link with any page. This is simple page. If I type www.rvce.edu.in, okay, rvce.edu.in, this is hypertext. RV College of Engineering. If you click on this link, you come down. These are all links. Text within text. That is called hyperlink. We are going to link different documents. Here I am going to click on this department. When you come here, department, there are so many departments are available. I am going to click Computer Science and Engineering department. Then this is called link. This is called link. You can link from one text to another text. That is hyperlink. So we can add link to web pages. Each page, web page is document. We are going to link from one document to another document. So we can add link to web pages. We can add link to web pages. See, add link to web pages. Add link to web pages. The next one is, this is platform independent. Platform independent. Platform independent. Why we call it as platform independent? We can display web page, that content on any platform like Windows, Linux, Macintosh. So HTML program, we can translate those information. Web browser is used to translate those information. That information will be displayed on web browser. So it can be displayed on any platform. In the sense, you can display on Windows platform, Linux platform or Macintosh platform. Then Apart from that, we can add videos, audios, and other things, other features we can include, like graphics, audio. We have some special tag in HTML file to include videos, audios, and graphics, everything. This is case insensitive. This is case insensitive. You can use uppercase or lowercase letter, but this is case insensitive. But if you are using capital letter or small letter, the program will work. It will not give you any error. It will not give you any error. But while see here, if I change this HTML as capital HTML, all tags HTML, capital, this also will work. If I change this head, because this is case insensitive, we can use either uppercase letter or lowercase letter. I'll save this program. Okay, I'll save this program. I have to go there, then double click, then now also it is working. You see here the same content it is displaying. So it is case insensitive language. We can use tags with the help of uppercase or lowercase, but it is recommended to write all tags in lowercase letter. Okay, for readability, for consistency, we are using, to maintain that consistency and readability, we are using lowercase letter. So HTML was developed by W3C. That means W3C. The HTML is developed and maintained by W3C, that is World Wide Web Consortium. W3 means World Wide Web. World Wide Web Consortium. Okay. It is developed and maintained by W3C. Then text editor, then Notepad, you can use as text editor. We have seen some of the basic syntax. So here we have two things, starting tag and ending tag. All the tags, it has corresponding ending tag except some tags. This is general thing about HTML, introduction about HTML. Then we can create one simple web page with the help of we have seen some demo simple program how to create that web page. Then we will continue with the next video. Thank you.